Up. Solidus-T. Keeping this shit real. Now, I'm just going to be real on this one. I'm not even trying to, like, set nothing off or start, well, maybe I am, but I just got to be honest. One thing about me is I'm an honest guy. I speak the truth. Now, I've been, you know, all week I've been beefing with, like last week, me and the Ibfp guy, we've been disrespecting each other all week. He made a video about me, I made a video about him. He disrespected me, I disrespected him. But I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't seem bothered, or maybe he's hiding that shit, or he's doing a good job of hiding it, but he seems to be willing to, like, not really make a big deal out of it. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm looking at it like, okay, well, if he ain't showing that he's tripping off of that, then why should I trip off of that? Then why should I get on here and make a big deal out of that shit or take it serious? Because I'm thinking to myself, like, even though it's some disrespectful shit, at the end of the day, this some internet shit. And it's not like the motherfuckers doing this shit in person or whatever, because obviously if that was going on, the shit would get real serious. But the internet, I ain't really trying to fuck with that. So I'm gonna keep it real. So because of that, I decided I'm not even going to make a big deal out of it. Now, he went live on Thursday. I saw that he was live, but I didn't click on it. I didn't watch the video. I obviously didn't click the link. So I don't even know how that live went. Yesterday, I saw that he was live. I happened to click on this one, and he's saying in the opening, I guess his intro, he mentioned my name, saying that I could come on the panel or whatever. In other words, he's basically saying he want me to come on the panel. So I heard him say that, so I said, you know what, I wasn't going to go on here, but let me go ahead and go on there. So I clicked the link and I went on the panel. It was cool. We was talking about the Canelo and Crawford shit, but I really didn't want to come on the panel though. So I was kind of like not really talking like that. Like normally I'm on there talking, but I'm just going to chill. I don't really feel like talking, but he asked me about how the Crawford and Canelo shit, and I basically just stated my piece on that. I feel like Canelo's going to win because of the weight difference and all that. Same thing I've been saying when they asked about the Canelo and Crawford shit. But the frustration I'm having with the IBF panel, and I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not really trying to get on here and talk crazy. I can do that, but I'm just going to keep it real and take it how you want it. I'm just really frustrated with his panel because it's like he got people like him included. It's like you can't call somebody. My issue with the panel is, like I said in the last video, like, when are y'all going to get off Canelo's dick? I'm just going to keep it real. Fuck it. If you feel some kind of way about it, it is what it is. I'm just going to be honest. Like, bro, when are y'all going to get off Canelo's dick? Like, god damn. I understand Canelo's a great fighter. I get that. I like Canelo too as a boxer. But they are over the top with this Canelo shit. Like, damn, man, get off his dick. Like, god damn. And the reason why it's frustrating is because you can't call nobody else a glazer and a meat rider if all you niggas do is meat ride and glaze Canelo. Everybody on that panel, they know who they are. All they do is just dick ride and glaze Canelo. And it's like, damn, it's like, but then when somebody else is like objective, or they're like, well, other fighters, they're good too, they say you're meat riding and you're hating and all that shit, or you're hating on Canelo. And it's like, every video is basically a Canelo Just a Canelo, just glazing, just meat ride, a Canelo meat ride every episode. So now what I'm thinking is, I believe now when it comes to doing lives, they can't do a live without talking about Canelo. I'm starting to believe that now. If there's no Canelo and let's praise Canelo, all hail Canelo, if they can't do that, they can't do a live. He can't do it. Because every live is just basically all on Canelo's dick. Every single live. And then the people that come on there and talk and that don't do that, you're a glazer, you're a hater, whatever. And it's like, it's just frustrating. Just to keep it real with you guys, it's really just frustrating. You know? And like I said, I'm not really trying to get on here and talk shit, but I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like, it's just too much, it's just too much Canelo glazing, bro. I'm not really fucking with that. You know? It's just too much. So I'm like, because I didn't even want to go on the live, but I ended up clicking the link anyways and I was on there, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of regretted that shit. You know, because it's like all, like 75, 80% of the live, it was just them niggas just dick riding Canelo. You know what I mean? And that's the real reason why I don't want to go on the lives anymore. It's not because I'm beefing with IBF, because I can go on there and yell at IBF and disrespect IBF. I can do that. I've done that. Because you got to think, I did like damn near 17 straight lives where I was on there arguing with them niggas. And then the day I don't show up, I'm ducking or I'm scared. That don't even sound right. Yeah, that's laughable right there. But I just don't. I'm just tired of hearing them niggas dick ride Canelo every single episode. I'm just tired of hearing that shit. You dig? It's gotten to the point where I don't even want to go on there no more. I'm probably not going to go on there for a while. Unless I hear they're not talking about Canelo and there's other boxers, I might click on the link if that's the case, but it's just talking about Canelo all the time. It's like, damn, bro, there's other boxers. The man ain't fought since, like I said in the last video, the man hasn't even fought since May. It's August. There's been other fights and other fighters. They barely talk about that shit. It's just Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. Like, damn, get off Canelo's dick. They on Canelo's dick more than Canelo's wife is. Like, damn. That's over the top. And it's just gotten to the point where it's like, I don't even know if I want to go on there anymore, you know? And then to address, like I said, to touch on the beef, like I said, this some internet shit, so I don't consider this situation with IBF real beef. Like I said, he disrespected me, I disrespected him. He made a video about me, I made a video about him. So we can keep doing that, but he wanted me to come on his live, and I only went on there because I'm like, let me see if I could get a conversation that's not Canelo related. But as you guys heard, it was all about Canelo again. I spoke my piece on the Canelo and Crawford shit. That was cool. But after that, they stayed on the Canelo tip. I didn't want to do that, so I kind of like, I don't even know why I'm on this live. And then I ended up leaving after a while, but it's like, them niggas, man, they really love Canelo. Like, they really love that dude. Like, they really love that guy. They really love that guy. Damn. I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard people just dick ride. I've never heard so-called boxing fans just be on one boxer's dick like that. I've never heard that before. The boxing circles I'm used to prior to these guys, because there's another panel that's like that too. I'm not going to say their name, but it's like I've never heard that before. They just be on that nigga's dick. Like, damn. They on Canelo's dick more than Canelo's fucking girlfriends are. Like, that shit is crazy. You know. Then you say something about other boxers. They say you're meat riding and all that. That shit is lame as hell to me. So now I'm kind of looking at it like, I don't even know if I want to go on that damn panel no more. Cause like I said, it's just gonna be a bunch of Canelo dick suckers on there. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit every single episode. Like, keep it real, audience. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit every episode. Every episode, these niggas on her slurping Canelo. Don't nobody really want to hear that shit. All this boxing going on, all these other great boxers, but it's the same niggas talking about Canelo over. Nobody, I'm keeping it real. Nobody want to hear that shit all the time. For real. Nobody wants to hear that shit all the time. And unless you all know something I don't know, I'm the only one to actually challenge them on that. And their response, IBS response to me was to go personal with me instead of just debunking my boxing talks. Because one thing I noticed by IBF, I will say, is he's never actually debunked my boxing talking points. It's always go personal. I noticed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll say some dumb shit. Like, we were talking one time, he said something about Devin Haney ran from 135. It was like, it's funny he say that because it was a known fact that Devin Haney only had one more fight at 135, then he was gonna go to 140. And he said after he won them belts, he was gonna go to he's gonna fight one more time at 135, then go to 140. And he said he would like to fight either Tank or Lomachenko. Everybody knows that. But what did he say when we were arguing about that? He ran from the division and shit and he couldn't fight that. Like little stupid shit like that. Like, niggas be just making up shit to make their point, but the shit don't even be true. You know? And I ain't like, it's like I said, he makes dumb boxing points like that, you know. So that's just what it is. And then there'll be a few things he'll say that'll make sense, but a lot of the shit he say, it be dumb. But I notice he never actually debunks my talking points. He just goes personal. None of these motherfuckers do though. When I was on the other guy's panel, the other bitch ass nigga, when I was on his panel, same thing with him. I'll make a good point that's boxing related and he'll never debunk it. He'll just get mad and try to argue with me about some shit. Oh, you're racist. Stupid shit like that. You know? Because, you know, some Mexicans, because a lot of these Mexicans some of these motherfuckers is cool, but a lot of them, like I said, some of them, they'll say they think it's racist to criticize a Mexican boxer. Now, there are some Mexicans that don't think like that. So shout out to them, but some do, you know? And I've been running into that a lot lately. But I'm just keeping it real, man. It's some hoe ass shit. That panel, it's just every episode is a Canelo dick sucking fest. And I ain't with no shit like that. So I don't know, man. It's just really, really frustrating going on that panel. It really is. You know. Because I feel like yesterday was a waste of a live, me personally. I might have to go back and listen to his Thursday live to see if there was anything about that one, because I didn't listen to that one. So I honestly don't even know what happened on there. But I saw that he went live. I got the notification, but I didn't click on it because I knew I wasn't going to go on there. So I was like, I ain't finna listen to that shit. So I didn't even click on it. But I'm going to go back and listen to it and see what was said on there. But I'm pretty sure it was more Canelo dick sucking, because that shit, that's all they do on that channel. You know? So yeah, it's just too much to me. It's just too much. Cause I'm trying to think. Who the fuck that's really into boxing wants to hear niggas just dick ride Canelo all day? Who wants to hear that shit? Yeah, I don't think nobody that really is authentically into boxing wants to hear that shit. I don't think. Because like I said, there's been so many fights that's been taking place since May, last time Canelo fought. From May all the way till now. And them niggas barely talked about that shit. It just always comes back to Canelo. Arguing about Canelo and Benavidez and shit. To touch on the Canelo and Benavidez shit, the thing that's weird about the Canelo and Benavidez stuff, if you don't like Benavidez because you think he'll beat Canelo, just say that shit. I would respect it because it's honesty. Just say it. Canelo's your favorite boxer and you don't want him to fight Benavidez because he might lose. Just say that shit. I would respect it because it's honest. You know what I'm saying? Because the problem with that is, it's like this Benavidez downplaying y'all doing, most of that shit don't even make sense. Like, I'll give y'all credit. Y'all made a couple of good points about him. Okay, that's cool. That's true. I'm not denying that. But most of that shit don't even make sense. It's dumb shit. Like, Y'all know damn well if Canelo said, hey, I want to fight Benavidez, that fight would happen. Y'all know that. It don't even matter if he would have. They keep saying he didn't activate his mandatory. They keep saying shit like that. And that's probably true. But keep it real. Y'all know if Canelo said, hey, I want to fight Benavidez, that fight would have got made. Knock it off. Like I said, there's a difference between Canelo fans and boxing fans. Boxing fans would prefer Canelo versus Benavidez, not Canelo versus Crawford. Canelo fans, they're on a whole nother level of riding that dude's dick. So you can't really take Canelo fans serious just knowing how over the top they are with the Canelo shit. So you can't really take a Canelo fan serious unless he's talking real. But I ain't gonna lie, them IBF niggas gonna be talking real. I'm just gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of just not really feeling that panel anymore. At first it was cool, but it's like, damn, these niggas is really on Canelo's dick. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of making me not want to go on their panel anymore. So now, might have to duck that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all because I ain't trying to hear that bullshit all the damn time. So yeah, I might have to avoid them niggas. Yeah. So yeah, I might have to avoid them niggas, man. Them IBF niggas, I might have to avoid y'all for a little bit, man. Unless I hear y'all talking about other boxers and like keeping it in tune with that, I might have to leave y'all alone, man. Cause y'all and that nigga Canelo dick too hard, man. I'm a straight nigga. I don't do all that dick riding. I don't do none of that. Nigga, I do pussy riding. I don't do dick riding. You niggas is dick riding. Canelo way too tough. And man, I ain't trying to do all that, man. That ain't that. I don't do that. I said I ain't trying to do that. Nah, I definitely ain't trying to do that. Like, nah, that's just too much. You got a gay nigga on the panel. You know who you are. So, so he obviously would like some shit, would like to do some shit like that if he could, literally. But yeah, them niggas just, to sum it all up, the IBFP panel, just gonna keep it real. Y'all might not like this, but I gotta keep it real. They just a bunch of Canelo dick riders. Just gonna keep it real. It is what it is. Like, just keeping it real. I'm going off what I hear. That's pretty much all they do on there. Pretty much. You know. I wanted to I'm gonna be honest. When I decided to do this live, I just want to touch on the IBFP, but I'm gonna start doing lives and talk and giving my boxing takes. Because like I said, I don't give a fuck as long as I can get one person to like hear me out. I can live with that. Because everybody's going to say, oh, you got to have the views and all that. And I understand that. But as long as I can get one person or a few people to check my shit out, I'm good with that. Like, it can be 50 people. And that's literally all I average on listeners. I'm good with that because I just want to get my word out there and just speak the truth. I make money doing other stuff, so I don't really need to try to make money off YouTube. So I'm not even tripping like that. So I'm going to start doing lives and giving my own boxing takes instead of just doing videos by IBFP, So I'm going to do another live and I'm going to give y'all what I feel about the boxing game. Matter of fact, I might fuck around and I'm going to put this one out and I might come hit y'all back in a couple of hours and do a video giving my take on some boxing shit. I think there's a fight tonight between Kenneth Sims and Oscar Duarte. Yeah, that's tonight. If I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly, I apologize for that. But yeah, Oscar Duarte. I believe that's how you say his name. And he's fighting Kenneth Sims tonight. To give y'all a quick little summary on that, in my opinion, both of those guys are good fighters, but none of those guys will like have you saying, wow, pause. So I think this is a 50-50 fight. And yeah, that could go either way, but that should be a good little scrap though. So I'm gonna check that out when that fight comes on a little bit later. I'm gonna get into that, and yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, man, the IBFP panel, man, y'all be on that Canelo, y'all be on that Canelo wave a little too much. Y'all gotta switch it up. Talk about other boxers. You know, you know what I'm saying? So let me respond to this quick little comment real quick. What do you think about the snack athletes like Bud, Virgil, and many others? I understand the controversy with Victor Conti. I understand all that. But me personally, I'm going to leave that alone unless I see confirmed positive drug tests from any of those fighters. And I haven't seen that yet. So because of that, I'm going to leave that alone. But obviously there's some controversy with the Victor Conti dude. But unless I see situations where Virgil, Bud, niggas got positive drug tests where they're popping dirty, that hasn't happened yet. So unless that happens, I'm gonna leave that alone. So that's how I feel about that. So that's how I feel about that shit. But yeah, let me hop off this live though. I'm gonna hit y'all back with another live, and I'm gonna give y'all my takes on boxing instead of talking about them niggas. But yeah, man, them IBFP niggas, man. I'm just gonna keep it real. I ain't trying to really fuck with y'all on no beef shit. We can get it popping like that, but I ain't trying to do that. But I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all gotta stay y'all on Canelo's dick too much, and I'm not trying to hear that bullshit all the time. So I just gotta keep it real with y'all. So yeah, but I'm gonna hop back on in a little bit though. So yeah, check me out.